Oh, what up? How we doing? We're here with the our first chains of command stream. We've respec the character that was supposed to be for discharge into chains of command. We've done a lot. We've obviously geared him up. Still doesn't have the belts that we need, but and it just means bossing is gonna be kind of awkward for a bit. I have placeholder gloves, placeholder boots. My gloves I will probably replace once I have some currency. Boots, same thing. I've got this for 6 divines. The Rakiata's dance, I got it for 1 divine. It's pretty high base damage, I think. It has perfect, I think it was cold. Then the lightning was like 50 under or something like that for the max. Obviously Mahozotils are devouring the and we got very lucky and actually unveiled fire and chaos res, which was kind of mind-blowing. But yeah, we have fire and chaos res, which are the only 2 resistances we need. We have placeholder rings just to cap our resist, and even then we're not fully capped because we're up 83 chaos. And what would happen is once we get our all res increase, it goes to 85. We don't have the extra 2 chaos res, so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh wait, we do. Never mind. I'm dumb. Don't be like me. Blessed orb. There you go. 85. What else? Rootless support. I'm still playing around with Rootless versus multi-strike. I don't know which feels better, to be honest, but we'll see how it either feels. Right now I've been playing mostly on multi-strike and it feels good. I am level 76 and I am currently running, well, the highest I've run I think was a yellow map. I'm bound to go into red maps, and I'm running a, well, Shrine seems like a good map to run simply because I'm running a leveling tree. It still charges. I don't use charges anymore, I don't think. So this is fine. Where is domination? The shrine one. Oh, that's the one. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck me. Big lag. I knew I felt something when I tried to put my thing in the map device. Oh, fuck me. That's no good. Oh my lord, here is so active. Okay. Oh fuck me, I should have chosen extra shrines or extra something. Oh well. We're going for this. Jewelers. You know, I was gonna say it's getting darker outside, so it's probably not a big deal that my window is open, but like, when we fight single target, do keep in mind that, you know, oh god, I didn't know this was just a shrine map. Do keep in mind that we do not have charge generation. Our animate weapon. So things to note about about where I currently am, right? My animate weapon is still kind of halfway through the last build and this one, so I haven't given it like a mask of the Stitch Demon, which it's supposed to have. What the hell has the invincibility shrine? There is something that has an invincibility shrine. I think I got it. That was annoying. But now it should be fine. So this is a level 76 character. Now my character is kind of is you know, geared because this isn't my first build, so I actually had currency to spend. For example, I just essence crafted my wand for minions that are aggressive and crit, and I actually got something pretty nasty. Like I got this, and this is really big because for this build in particular, you don't care about plus minions skill gems. You don't care about skill gem levels for the most part. All skill gem levels do is give you survivability for your AG. That's the biggest takeaway from skill gem levels. So we still do not basically have an amulet. We can literally take off our amulet at any point we so choose, and that's fine. We do not have, we're currently doing this without a belt because our belt is literally unequipped until we level up one more time. Like literally until we level up one more time. And then I hate this map. 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 Not because the map is anything too crazy, but because it's just bloody annoying. It's annoying to traverse the terrain of this map. It is insanely annoying. Playing this version, however, did put something, give me something to think about, and that is I think running explode boots actually makes sense. I was going to run a piece of like rare boots and everything, but after running this, I'm just like, yeah, no, 100% makes sense. %100% makes sense. It's funny being able to tank all of this, right? And like I can tank all of that. And I'm only on 2k health, level 76, because of how disgusting our defenses are for this build in particular. We are very tanky. We built this character to be tanky. We aren't block up, by the way, so we aren't like dodging damage in that regard. We do block, but I think we're like 30-something% maximum, something like that. Oh wait, we leveled up, didn't we? It feels like every single time I get to the level requirements for this character or for that belt, the level cap increases. Like every time I'm like, oh cool, I can use you, right? Because I felt like it was 76 initially, but the answer to that was nope, I could not. God, I hate this map. 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 Why did I pick it? Remember, kids, never do shrine. No matter what, do not do shrine. You know, I just realized this character has no issues with no regen maps. Because the character is genuinely just going to leech ES eventually. Like, he's gonna use his regular leech to regen health, but then he's going to still come down here. Regular leech regen health, but then he's going to bruh. The biggest downfall for this is going to be its wave clear. How does it feel? You tell me. I am level 77 with an empty belt slots, and I am running, this is a T what 12 13, not dying, and yeah, feels good. I think I want to look for more avenues to like get explode though. I will say that I think 100% it would be nice to have. Because the biggest downside is the weapons. Who has the invulnerability aura, please? Yeah, invulnerability aura is so annoying to deal with on this build because you have to find the mob that has it to kill it. Otherwise, you're going to do no damage. Because see, this is a difference, right? With the wretched defilers, you do so much damage just everywhere. You're just throwing projectiles everywhere, screens away. It doesn't matter. You're killing stuff, right? But with these ones, you have to like, they are blades spinning. You know, they're gonna hit. And because they are gonna hit, what do you call it? You have to kind of understand that you're gonna have worse wave clear than the Reg Defilers. It's just by design. But that being said, I think using the explode boots, which were honestly a mistake to even have, but now that I have them, you know, it's pretty good. Even when the boots declare still mid, yes it is. And the reason being is the boots is, it's not like with the boots it's not a guaranteed explosion, it's a chance to explode, and then the actual explosion doesn't do the most damage, especially when you're dealing with mobs that don't outright do the best damage either, or do not have the most health rather, because the explosions are based off of health. But the single target is really good. So I'm currently brainstorming ways to give it more explode, because explode weapon is off limits, but we could use an explode chest, for example. The only thing with using the explode chest is I'll kind of have to rework the build to a degree, because then it means I'll be dropping Dorianis. But with an explode chest that is properly crafted, so to say, to give more damage, as well as the boots, you should have really good explode damage overall. Exactly, that it does. So that, like, that's the biggest thing. Is this a Harbinger boss? I assume it is because of the size of the circles. So like, how much does it hurt survivability versus Dorianis? I don't know. And to be honest, Do you remember if it is? Do you remember if the explode mob is an implicit or an explicit? Because I'm just now realizing I don't remember, but I'm inclined to believe it's an implicit. And if it's an implicit, then you can actually just craft like insane PDR, an insane cheap PDR chess piece for it, and that would suffice. It's not an implicit. Oh, okay. Suffix or prefix? If it's a suffix, then it's doable. If it's a prefix, then it's rough. You might have to then look for fractures. Sacrificial garb implicit is plus vow gems or something like that. Sacrificial garb. What do you mean? Can I use my belt now? Thank you. I can. So now I can actually single target again. Do you mean the base sacrificial garb? Because what I have in mind, right, is if it's a suffix, which I don't know if it's a suffix or a prefix, but if we can get something with it on its as a suffix, then we can work with suffixes cannot be changed. Maybe reforge physical, try to hit PDR, or use a veiled orb to get face damage taken as, you know, something like that. And then just focus on giving it like high free gem, because at the end of the day, the AG is very, very, very tanky. That's one thing I'll say. Oh, kill it. Okay, we're ramping.
Damn you.
Oh, you're dead. You know, it didn't occur to me like midway through the fight. I'm like, oh wait, I need swords, don't I? But yeah, it's exactly that case scenario that I needed my belt for. Gotta do some IRL stuff and I'll be right back. Alright. Alrighty. So I would say in terms of clear speed, that map was probably where I would say I should be. So we're going to do more maps like that. Let's go park. Park is a map I detest a lot. Like a lot. Reduced damage from crits is unideal, but hey, we'll see. Anyways, park is a map I particularly hate, but I'm open to trying it out. I'm open to trying out the clear on the map, and the reason being, I want to see how it feels like against the boss, because this boss is very annoying. The boss of park. The boss of park has like consecrated ground. It has some explosions. It's a very, very annoying to deal. It's a very, very annoying to deal with boss. overall. You know, I was about to say, yeah, I'm invincible, but then I'm not sure if this shrine applies to my I'm not entirely sure if this shrine applies to my AG or not, so I could have been risking my AG there. I have no idea. Damage is not bad, especially considering the AG didn't even need to step up to attack for the most part. Oh, there's a boss over here. Oh, fuck! My AG died, I think. Yep. I wasn't looking. Oh, it's in the situations like that, like, I understand why he died, and there are a few ways I would have prevented him from dying where he died. Way one, obviously, get him the fuck out of that situation. Two, if he had decay ward, it would be fine. Three, if he didn't lose minions, or if I kept using my flask to repopulate his minion pool, that would have worked as well because of this minions recover life on death or something. This one. Four, if I convocated more, yada yada. Five, there. What else is there? So yeah, the easiest way to think about is this one, because this is just recovery, just flat recovery. With this node, he would have been blocking the lightning chains. With the lightning chains being blocked, what do you call it? With the lightning chains being blocked, he's gonna be recovering a lot of life, and he's really not going to be sweating anything. And of course, a big one would be if he had Mask of the Stitch Demon, he just would be invincible there. But as of right now, he doesn't have the best recovery, I don't think. He was durable, but he didn't have recovery with the way I have him set up right now. So he died. Okay. How much would it cost me to regear him? The weapon is the most expensive piece, being a divine, give or take. Then his helmets, I plan on using Mask of the Stitch, but I don't. Let me see. Do I even have the currency for it right now? I do not, is the answer to that. Okay, seeing as I don't have the currency for it, I'm not sure I don't have the currency for it. Let me see. Devouring Diadem is still a divine, yet mine hasn't sold for a while for some reason, so I'm going to refresh it. Maybe people think I'm not selling. I don't know. Either way, let's replace it. Then why do I still have this up? I'm probably not gonna want to sell this for 8 chaos. So I best remove it. All right. Where do I have money? I know I sold my oh, I do have this one for a divine. 7,600. All right. This is one big disadvantage of this build, is that when your AG dies, or if it dies, there's just nothing you can. Wait a second. Did I have AG here the whole time? Like, what do I mean? Did I have it in this on my R spots for like the entire map and the one before then? Also, this is a good time to do this. I wanted to actually switch to this character, and I wanted to do a Maven invitation, but I didn't want to do it off stream, so I just left it. Now that I see Kyrak, we can go ahead and do that. Also, I'm cooking up something with some single target specters to kind of make this character into a bosser. So that might be something we end up doing further in the line. All right, let's go. Let's get an extra point. Yo, I am sweating. Like the play style I have in mind, this is the kind of these are the kind of fights where they would really excel in. Someone's dead. I saw the gold flash to prove it. Thank you very much. Woke void manipulation? Shit, I'll take it. How much are you going for? 3.2 divines? What about level 5? 6 divines. Is it worth it? I guess. In any case, this is the perfect thing to sell to then actually gear up my character again. So, I mean, if the universe wants me to gear up the character, why not? 3.2D. So I can farm gems and obviously Maven's Writs by doing those invitations. And I can have a steady supply of those invitations because I'm farming Breach right now. I need to do Elder Slayers and Deformed. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Yep. Yep. I know the feeling. My AG died. I hadn't given the AG the required sustain, and so it just fell flat once I ran into some static ball lightnings. Yep. TLDR, I was doing a tier 12-13 map, and I ran into this breach boss I wanted to kill. I forgot to use my flasks, so I wasn't getting extra weapons, and like I just skipped, like my mind just skipped on it. So I wasn't getting extra weapons, and then they died to ball lightning. But because I hadn't like bought a Mask of the Stitch Demon for Bob, he was on the, he didn't have recovery, so to say. He had health, but he didn't have recovery. That also makes me think I should use, instead of using Colin Strike, because I wanted to leave him as aggressive. But seeing as he is, what now? I'll regear him. I just need to make, I just literally just need to sell something that I just dropped, and I will buy the weapon. The weapon is the most expensive piece. I want to get a mask, but I don't know that I can get one instantly. So instead, I'm just going to hold off on that. I would also look into buying a level 21 anime guardian, because he is currently he's level 21 because he has Dragon Fang, but he's in reality level 18, so I can get 21 and turn him to 24. What else is there? Then I'm going to switch out Colin Strike for, this is pure armor, right? Yeah, so we're going to make Colin Strike. I have spare if you'd like. I saved up on some when the market crashed. No need. I'm good. I can figure it out. Wait a second. Oh wait, the way to do it is this. Bench craft it. 2 sockets, at least 1 blue. This is going to be a pain in the butt to deal with. You know, F it. 2 blues. I still remember how annoying it was getting the blue socket on this. I got greens, I got blues, I got greens, I got blues. I mean, greens and reds. But you see that blue, that elusive blue color, it just never showed up. See what I mean? Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Come on, don't do this to me. Just 1 blue, that's all I ask. Just 1. Meanwhile, I'm experiencing some lag spikes. I tried AG when I was leveling through the campaign for fun, and he poofed not 5 minutes after. I think the biggest problem with AG in campaign, I mean, obviously aside from the fact that he's not leveled up, I find him very restrictive in that he can't equip anything. Like he has to level up before he can use items past a certain level. Like, I don't think he couldn't use a grave bind until, oh, that's a positive right there. I no longer, he doesn't need elemental weakness on his grave bind, so that's going to be cheap now. When is what I was saying that, oh my god, this blue, I don't understand why it gets green way more often than it gets blue. Like, I've tried to understand it. It's a pure armor piece. It shouldn't. There we go. So aside the fact that he's missing health at that point, so we have 2 things making him aggressive: the wand and the feeding frenzy. So let's hope he's still aggressive, or even despite the meat shield, because I'm gonna slap him with a meat shield right now. Okay, I got him high enough for the King of Kulimak and some other stuff. Okay, so you're using him as support. Did you 3 or 4 link him, or was he part of a different cluster? I think if you use him with like meat shield feeding, meat shield, and meat shield and minion life, he should be, I mean, it's still, he can't use anything that's gonna make him anywhere too tanky or anything. But If he could use King of Kulemak, could he use the typical setup? So King of Kulemak, Lear cast. He won't be able to use Doppelganger, that's for sure. But maybe no Grotcall. Grotcall I think would still be on the probably just a rare ammo piece, to be honest. Campaign League mechanic mods go really quick. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting doing this build. I think I'm genuinely going to spec a bit more into Aegis defenses. Like granted, my tree is nowhere near complete because I still do not have block myself. I do not have a lot of things, including the minion cluster I should have. I do not have any of that right now, so we have a ways to level up through. But that being said, I would like it to where I wouldn't be worried about him dying, and I don't know if the POB has him blocking. But if it doesn't, that might be something I want to change. Chains of command. Yeah, I don't have him blocking. I have him recovering a lot though. I have him recovering a ton because of Mask of the Stitched. He's gonna be recovering 25k life every second. So he probably doesn't need meat shield, but I'm gonna slap him with a meat shield anyways, because fuck him dying. We're gonna lose Colin Strike DPS, but I guess it is not the worst thing out there. Now imagine if we were using an enemy guardian of smiting. Still plan to play this specifically for mostly AFK blighted maps, but I think I'd like to go big with Voidforge. Currently missing some Saboteur setups. Yeah, I think this is one of the few builds that actually would have a decent success rate at AFK blights. Another of which that could potentially be a thing is with the other thing I wanted to test. So I think I could actually just test it now that we have some downtime. But I need someone to help me move Spectres. Let me see. Are you online, by the way, Arcane? So can you come to my hideout? Can you come to my hideout and raise, even just keeping the instance is fine. I want to have the Ravagers, and once I have those Ravagers and what's the second Spectre I wanted? Hello. I wanted Ravagers and I wanted something else. I forget what else. But yeah, let's switch characters. Basically, I'm thinking of creating a sort of a build that would revolve around having Ravagers. It's still going to be Spectres. It's still largely going to be the exact same tree. The only difference is, let me see if the Desecrate pool stays. Please stay. There we go. We have money again. Yo, I am so bloody hot though. Okay. I have spell. Okay, I knew there was something missing. Okay. Would the Ravagers still be here despite... It's possible that they are no longer in the desecrated pool because I didn't raise them. So I will need to go drop them on the ground and then leave. Yeah, let's do that. But anyways, the idea is there are these Ravagers from Tota that that use cremation, right? And dude, what's that feeling? Anyways, they use cremation and their single target is rather nasty to say the least, right? So what I would want to do is, let's put it here. Let's take this off. Let's remove this. Okay. There's one here now. There are two. Okay, everything I need is actually here. So the idea is to mix them alongside a pair of like other specters. Oh my goodness. Tell me they stayed. No, I don't think they did. I think once I leave, the desecrated pool refreshes. I think that's probably what's happening. By the way, nice looking Rectifilers. What skin is that? Or what MTX? Yes, I would like you to Spectre them because this isn't working out. This isn't working out at all. Okay. They should be back in the pool. I mean, they look cool. They definitely look tormented. So they're the ones over here that kind of look like a monkey. The Ravagers. They're called Caldera Ravagers. Let's see if I can reply. Caldera Ravagers. There we go. So base damage wise, they do a lot of damage, but it's with cremation, and cremation is on a long cooldown, 8-second cooldown, but then it lasts 10 seconds, and then they have a maximum. Thank you very much. There we go. That was a lot easier. Thank you. That was annoying. But yeah, I have them now. So the build, the idea looks something along the lines of this. I'm going to actually dump all my Spectres. No, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to dump all my Spectres so I can showcase just the Ravagers and what they look like. I think I had a second one. There we go. Okay, these two. So granted, my current setup is not what's the word? It is not the best for them, and they don't like returning projectiles at all. So the setup I have in mind is going to look something like this: increase AoE, and then for that last spot, it's going to be GMP. And then the second minion that I would have liked to use, I'm going to remove Lightning Pen and leave in. There's minion damage, so we're going to use Control Destruction. It doesn't really matter right now. I'm just showcasing them, so I should probably remove all of these. So I'm going to only use this one, GMP. And what really struck me about them is how high their base damage is. It's fire damage, it's not face to fire, so In some ways, they are kind of limited in scaling, but they have really good scaling or really good base damage. So they would use Cremation, and then they just attack. So basically, I'd pair like 3 of these with... I'd pair like 3 of them with wave clear specters, and the idea is these guys and their Cremation would handle any single target I need, and then the wave clears obviously clear waves, because once they drop Cremation, it's an 8-second cooldown, but the base damage is really high. Let's take this off. Probably not the best showcase, seeing as this character actually does have stuff that they like, which is flat damage and lightning and all of that. And it also doesn't have... what's it called? But yeah, keep in mind, like right now it's mostly the jewels are carrying... the jewels are doing a lot, but at their core, they have this. You know? So just to show their base damage with this. I don't know how I would make them not clunky, because at the end of the day, it's still an 8-second ability that, yes, when they use it, like when they use it, things will die very, very quick, and even bosses will have a hard time surviving. Like this is an Einhar mob. That right there was an Einhar mob. And the sad thing is, I can see it being a cool ultimatum build. I'm thinking more bossing, like Maven Killer, for example. Maven teleports a bit, but T17 potentially. But like the moment the things enter this pool, this desecrate field, or Cremation field rather, they just die. So if I pair them, oh, I have Einhar now. I didn't ask for Einhar. Can I get him to fuck out my map? And I think the part that makes them the most awkward, and why you can't just run 8 of them unless you're specifically going for bossing, is... I have decided who to pair them with, by the way. I actually forgot, but thank God I left this page open. I've decided to pair them with Templar War Maidens. So I'll have 6 and 3 or 5 and 4. I haven't decided the ratio yet, but it's going to be something like that. Anyways, you know, let's just leave it here so I can do Caldera Ravagers. I shouldn't have put an S. So yeah, level 78. It has, I think this is the skill that triggers this, and it has an 8-second cooldown, 8.5 seconds, which feels about right. But this is a spell, it has area, it has duration, you can make the cremations last longer, yada yada, but there can only be like 3 geysers, so scaling duration is probably not the move. It fires projectiles every 0.5 seconds. I don't know that there's any way to make it faster. I don't know that it can potentially shoot faster. It's possible, but Spell Echo didn't change anything there. And Spell Echo has, oh, I took off Spell Echo. But yeah, it has 54% more cast speed. Let me try it with Spell Echo and see what it does. But yeah, if I wanted to use these as like the main Spectre, I would have to take advantage of their melee attacks, because that is what they would use most of the time to clear. But that is also not ideal because then I have to do accuracy and then the support gems that would work on them. The support gems that then work on them are completely different. Spell Echo doesn't work on the Cremation, but even if it did work, it didn't matter because what do you call it? You know what? Spell Echo is affecting it. You see how quick they're coming out? Yeah, cast speed. Is it just me or is it okay? Is it the same? It kind of looks like it's the same. So maybe it doesn't scale off of cast speed. Maybe it doesn't scale off of cast speed. But the spell echo is mostly going to still be in the rotation for these clear specters. I don't know what point 2 of a divine is, I'll be honest. It's 45. It's 30C. Okay. I didn't know that. So what was I saying? If you're looking for a minion bossing build, I think this might be the build. This might actually be the Spectre to go for, because where is that thing? It has an 8-second duration. Each one does 1,000, like 700 to 1,000 fire damage, by the way. And there are 3 geysers at the time that could potentially hit you with projectiles that overlap. So like you're going to be doing a whole lot of damage every so often, however many times this happens. And because we have GMP, the number of projectiles also increases. And it lasts 8 seconds with it lasts 10 seconds with an 8-second cooldown, so it's going to be up permanently. And between like 9 of these, like if you have 9 of these, it's going to let me get 9 of them real quick. Let me just real quick. Belaku is already here. The another alternative would be to still just use Wretch Defilers, but it would be very weird to use them because they have no base fire damage, and there's no way to make them compatible with fire. So you'd only be taking advantage of their added fire damage versus something like the Templar War Maidens. What if I slap in a spectral leader into the mix? Probably a bad idea. But why not? Where are they? I saw one just now. There you go. There's one somewhere in this. There you go. Yo, can you stop eating the corpses so I can recognize them? I saw the name flash by my face. There you go. I don't know why I'm raising 9, but I want to see what it looks like with on the cremation's parts, having 9 of them. They're all going to waste it on the same mobs, and then they're all gonna have nothing for the next pack. But it would still be cool to see. God damn, man. You know how OP it would be if action speed reduced cooldowns? That would have been so nice. Like, because the how it sounds like action speed is it makes time pass faster for you. That's the description it has. Like, literally, if I come here, time moves more swiftly for you and allies around you. So in theory, it should reduce cooldowns, but in reality, I don't think it does. It just makes your animations quicker. But like, imagine you have a boss that is literally sitting in the middle of this, and look at how big the overlaps are. By the way, we are not spec'd for Plaguebringer that's gonna give us 30% increased AOE. We're not spec'd. We have a level 1. We don't have AOE gem equipped, so we put that in. We're gonna go for like bigger overlaps. Like, now look at that. Look at how big that is. Look at how big. Oh, I can't even see shit. Yes, look at how big each circle is. So you're gonna get a whole lot of overlapping, and between 9 of them is gonna be big damage, big single target damage. Everything's gonna get blown up and stuff like that. Like, it's it'd be a sight to see, that's for sure. 100%. Oh, before I forget, I'll show you guys what the I'll show you guys what return projectiles looks like. Now, there's a universe where we use return projectiles like this for wave clear because it's dumb as shit. But the problem with return projectiles like this, and why I don't think it would work, is it picks a random time to not random, but kind of random time to expire, and you can't really make it. I can make the cremations last a shorter amount of time with shorter duration, I guess. But can I tried slower projectiles and it did not do anything in that regard. But like, if you watch them, like, look at this. Look at their projectiles just swarming. Like, look at that. Look at that. Imagine one boss gets hit by all of that. So yeah, it's very wonky using return projectiles, because it still bounces the first time. Like, look, it's still hitting the ground, but then they start returning, and then once they get to a certain point, they explode again. But that being said, it didn't look like they were really doing much damage. Like, it's pretty. It's definitely pretty, but I don't think they're doing, like, they're exploding, but I don't know that these will do damage. So let's try to test it out to the best of our ability. So we are here, which means, oh god. Oh look, it is doing damage. I think those few died from their damage. I need to give them meat shield, I think. Yeah, they are taking damage. Okay, think. How do we do this? We can't give them negative chain. If we could, it would be nice. Let's take them all the way back, and we're going to walk down this route and see if we kill anything. Because in theory, things should yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Things died. But like, look, it didn't die. That one that should have been in the middle of like explosions didn't die. But I do not even know if these are actually doing damage or if it's just the animation of damage. Probably the animation of damage, to be honest. Like, we're gonna do it here again. We have enough going there to where it should kill them. Are they still alive? No, it did do damage. It did damage. What if this is... This looks dumb, by the way. Do you have Polaric or something to test on? What do you mean? Like Polaric Devastation? Or you mean the boss? I think I might have a Polaric, to be honest. I think I might have one. Let me check. I don't know that I sold the last one, but I very possibly could have. Keep in mind this current I guess version. Keep in mind this, my character right now has a lot of flat lightning damage, so they are doing they have some extra flat damage. It's not all base damage we're looking at here. Eldritch, right? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. GMP, returning projectiles is not needed. Awaken minion damage. Increased AoE is there. Level 3, by the way. It's not leveled up at all. I'd go control destruction here. Their Cremation also does not crit, which is why they can use basically exactly the same tree as our Wretch Defilers. Except we just need to switch out the jewels for... Instead of stuff that does flat lightning damage, it should now do flat fire damage, you know. So amazing. So let me just cross check. This is not needed, to be honest. It is not needed because, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do Elemental Pen. The reason being, this is not a wave clear arena or anything like that. I hate the fact that I have to take off my skill wraps every single time. Shield charge? Everything is fine, right?
Nathan, the challenge begins. Your champion will fall. Replica.
So like it's... Oh god. I sense lag.
Astral avalanche.
Keep in mind this is all base damage. Because like I said, we aren't really scaling the fire because this is base fire damage. Huh. Hmm. 100%. I don't think the action speed guy is doing anything. The commander, spectral leader, he doesn't do anything. Because let me just confirm real quick. Action speed. Do we have like an in-depth description here? Nope. Okay. Cool. Action speed is a stat that determines how fast or slow a character performs an action, such as running, swinging a weapon, casting a spell, or rolling, coiling from this. Determines the relative rate at which its animations play, thereby affecting the overall speed for the... Yeah, it just increases the animation speed. It doesn't... It does not, to the best of my knowledge, affect cooldown. They will end up casting their cremations quicker. So there's that. But other than that, there's nothing. So yeah, we'd have 9 of those. We would, because it has base fire damage and it's insane fire damage at that, you would give it a lot of extra flat fire damage, which would What's the effectiveness of the fire damage? I think it's 100% effectiveness, I'll be honest. I think it's 100% effectiveness of additional damage because it doesn't say otherwise. And that setup was kind of awkward because it's hard to tell, right? It has good single targets. It has a lot of flats, but at the same time, it has lightning. It's lightning. And other than the fact that it's lightning, like, look at this. The AoE is low level, so it's not overlapping as much as it could. I do not have Plague Bringer, which would also increase the overlaps. The overlaps are big here. Like, they're going to increase your DPS by a lot. TMP is level 5, so it's reducing the projectile damage by a lot. And then we also have a level 7 elemental pen because we had nothing better to use. What are people seeing how people scale cremation and using for links? I think I know what the links would be in theory. There are a lot of just generic things we could do here. Like increase AoE, GMP. I mean, we could take a look. We can actually take a look at PoE Ninja. PoE Ninja. Build. Cremation. 0. Yo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people are using cremation. A whopping 6 people. And I thought that was niche. Okay. Ellie focus immolates. I didn't even think about this. But this is good. I assume Immolate doesn't say anything about not being able to support minion gems, right? Yeah, it can. So you just get some extra flats for no reason. Because why not? But they have to be burning, and if I remember correctly, burning means what? Ignited? Cremation of ex-human. What's the difference? Let me see. The reason I ask what's the difference is this is just base cremation, most likely. So I know like a lot of people are doing, like I saw like was it 0.2 we're doing ex-human. But I assume this would effectively work different. Maximum 1 geyser at a time, but it shoots 4 projectiles. So it's a big projectile? Big geyser? That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm understanding. You get 1 big geyser that is. Let's see it in action. I love this portal, by the way. It looks so dope. My dude has an original sin. This had to have been original, like T17s with the unmodifiable thing, because like, dude is bloody tanky. Like, he's ready to eat some damage. You ready to eat some damage? Are you being for real? Like when he draws cremation is when this thing just decides to be. So this is 1 geyser. Let me see. So this is 1 geyser, and then these are all projectiles. That is 1 big geyser. Because to me, it looks like there are multiple geysers there. It looks like there are multiple geysers. Let's check cremation, I guess, of ex-human. Okay. 0.2 is a sizable amount. Let's see what support gems they use. Awakened Fire Pen, which honestly is not a bad call because of the fire exposure. Awakened Early Focus. Immolate supports against burning enemies. So I would need to give them Ignite chance. So we need to actively burn them if we want to use this added damage. That said, I think added damage is definitely the way to go for scaling this. What are the easiest ways to burn an enemy, I guess? Where are the support gems? It doesn't show the support gems. Why? Ignite is a source of burning ground is another RF. I could go RF and that would also work. Searing Bond, Scorching Ray, Herald of Ash. I'm not interested in any of these. I mean, getting them to 100% chance to ignite is not a big deal, but I think that's the investment I don't want to have to add if I don't need to. Unless Immolate itself, do we still have Immolate's page? It doesn't give any chance to ignite. So I would need to pair this with like support gems that do. And currently, I don't think in any of the gems I'm thinking of would actually work. And I might even end up using Elemental Focus because I really don't care about Ignites. So Awakening Elemental Focus is probably something we end up doing. GMT, naturally. Hypothermia. I'm sorry, what? Are you using Skitterbots for chill or something? Probably just your build specifically. Alright, next person. Let's see what they're doing. Energy Leech, Deadly Ailments. You're going for Ignites. Okay, okay. Not bad. Ignite. Same thing. Ignite. I think most people actually go in Ignite on it. Do I care about going Ignite? Not really. Another Hypothermia. Wait, what? This is Chaos. Do you have an original sin? Yes, you do. Okay. Let's make sure there's no original sin. Okay, so most people are going there's the first person was like the only person that had, you know, something different, which is Immolates. I don't know that we're going to see anything else that's different. We can try to do something with Ignite though. Ignite would be an easy way to handle their wave clear. So there's that. But the ignites coming from their regular hits would be trash all the same. So it still wouldn't be particularly good. And then that downside of Ignite is even if we pair it with like we pair Ignite with Sadism and we try to speed up their Ignite damage portion or whatever, I feel like we'd still waste damage because there's 9 of them hitting with like potential geysers. So if we go Ignite, we're kind of screwing ourselves over in the single target damage department, which is kind of the department we want to have the Ignite in, or the damage in. So yeah, I think Immolate is interesting, but I don't think I want to care about burning an enemy first. The only difference... The difference here... Who trades and sends an instant trade request? Anyway, I like to think they're newer players. Anyways, what I was saying is, yeah, Immolates. That is a big one. Now, there's actually a way around this, but it's going to be so much work to do that I don't think I want to do it. And what is the work? If we replace with combustion, with combustion supports, then our transient specters can apply Ignite. We can do like combustion, Ignite, Prolif, Feeding Frenzy, and maybe Colony Strike or something. And that would work. Actually, not Ignite Prolif, early Prolif, so they actually get Ignite chance. And combustion would reduce their fire res, making them do even more damage. But then that needs a different ring altogether, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. So that's off limits. We can't use added fire damage because added fire damage just phase to fire, and we don't have any phase to get fire from, right? Let me think. But let's actually just go through a few more of these. I want to see something. Back to search. I don't want to see either of these. I meant to see... I don't want to see either of these. And I don't want to see... What was the other one? Hypothermia. So these are the people that have cremation of exhuming and none of those things I just specified. So let's see what they're doing. Early focus, conk effect. I don't want conk effect. I want overlap. I want nothing but overlap. Aye? Intensify doesn't work for minions. I mean, Intensify would definitely be nice for a self-cast build. Can we move this section a bit higher, please? Like, why? Another Intensify enjoyer. I think most of the people I'm gonna see are gonna be Intensify enjoyers. Yeah, I think so. Because if they're not using the ones I mentioned earlier, then they're using Intensify. Let's see if there's any that's not using Intensify support too. There are actually some. And now there are a few. Like I've gone through this person's POB already, but... Okay. Energy Leech. Efficacy. Sadism. So this person is trying to get shorter ignites while maintaining some level of ignites. This is 5 links. Why would you 5 link it? Unless you just are not at the budget you would like with your chess piece. Huh. Interesting. So we're using minions with Cremation of Exhuming? Why? Herald of Agony. What are your gloves? I do not understand this build. Am I bugging? What is this build? You're using... I figured you'd be using Spiritual Aid. Maybe that's it. It's just Spiritual Aid tech. You just want more increased damage so you can go the minion attack speed cluster, maybe, if you so choose. Nope, no Spiritual Command, but you do want the damage, so you end up taking minion damage here. Where else do you take minion damage on? You take minion defenses, which is... You're taking a lot of minion defenses. Is it worth it? I feel like it's not. Very interesting build, I would say. Very interesting. Honor home, probably... Maybe another minion? No. Okay, so I think we know what we're gonna do now. I think I want Fire Pen, but I definitely want... Let me see. Where's POB? Because I do have a POB for them. Sadly, none of the specters I want to even consider for this strategy exists anywhere. Let's try something. We have these, right, already? So let's just roll a very, very easy map and see how it feels. A T16, we're gonna leave it white. We're not using anything special or fancy. We're doing absolutely nothing special with it except we're gonna use Ether. Nothing special. And I think I want to try returning projectiles for Claire. I want to try returning projectiles for Claire. I would like to support it with faster proj too, I'll be honest. You should not have walked in here, my guy. Does anybody still have cremations to work with? One thing I'll say is the return projectiles also act very weird. Like there, for example, you would think they would just, you know. What if I did this? Why was the sound just drowned out at the end? Like it just sounded like all the sound was being drowned out. Anyways, I want to use returning projectiles and I want to use faster projectiles. I want to see how it interacts. Who has my faster projectiles? I never used faster projectiles. Really? I need to replace GMP for now. I want to see if I can make it so that the cremations go to their intended destinations much quicker. What do I think of this? I mean, the whole screen is being filled. That's for sure. Return projectiles is not worth it. I don't. One thing I will say is I do not see the return projectiles, like the ones that are going and then they randomly hit. I don't see them as. I don't see them doing enough damage. Like they will go and they will probably hit something, right? This will happen. This is a completely safe zone. There's something satisfying about that, I'll be honest. Okay, let's switch back. I don't see these returning projectiles. As much as they might hit different things, I don't think it does nearly enough damage to make it interesting, is the best way to put it. I don't think it's enough. My guy, I remember when this boss once haunted me by... He basically has a dot, or he has multiple dots in this area, and if you don't kill him fast enough, he will make your life a living hell, is the TLDR of that. And I was on a build that didn't have the best single targets, so let's just say I did not have a fun experience in that map. That's all I'm gonna say. It was not good. And I think it was a league start scenario even, so it was a case where I was probably under budget for the tier I was trying to run, but at the same time, it was not fun because I would then rush in, but the dots were already there, so I just insta die and repeat for like 4 portals or something like that. Anyways, what were we saying? If I had to, this is the wrong POV. This is literally the exact same POV as my Wretch Defilers. The difference is this one has added fire damage uses rather than lightning damage. That's the difference. Literally everything else is the same. So these were the things I planned on running with the build in particular. I could run chain for the other Spectre I plan to use. That is an option, using chain. What do I think of using chain? I don't know that from my testing, it didn't look like chain was affecting the Ravagers themselves. I don't think that was happening. And I don't think the War Maidens particularly care too much about. By the way, I just realized I haven't even shown you guys what the supporting Spectre is supposed to look like. So y'all might not actually know what the War Maiden does. So let's pull that up. I have way too many browser windows open. This is how it always happens. Dominated. Stormguard Spectre. Ah, new Spectre. What is this? I literally watch every single Dominated video just to see if I find anything, any Spectres interesting. So, an axe wielding brute. If anything, he's consistent, like at least. At least, very unlike the other specters we've been seeing lately, he actually just does one move and he does that move, I guess, well, to a degree. It's like he's like an overgrown zombie. Doesn't do anything special. Or am I missing something? Melee attack with average damage. They are supposed to have a proximity shield with infinite duration, but I did not use this skill at all. Oh, I see what their appeal is supposed to be now. Anyways, these are the supporting specters that I wanted to run with them. War Maiden, Templar War Maiden. Yeah, Dominated videos are really good. Easy way to find how a Spectre behaves, and I think, yeah, has a big library of videos. So this in theory would be my Clarence Spectre. This game is so awesome with all the system space, so much space for diversity and depth. Yes, I think Ray Spectre has to be my favorite gem, simply for the reason of it's such a cool concept. The fact that you can raise an enemy monster and it retains some of its abilities to then use that for you indefinitely is insane. Typically, with stuff like that, like in most games, the scope would be too massive and they wouldn't bother with it. So you'd maybe have a few monsters here and there that you can maybe make turn to your side, you know, if even possible, and you know, you'd call that a wrap. But the fact that we can use, like, we know how many monsters are in this game. Lol, I remember this one. We know how many specters are in this game, or we know how many monsters are in this game. So the fact that we can raise the vast majority is mind-blowing. I can imagine the amount of work that went into creating the skill at first. Kept fresh with new leagues as well. So cool. Yeah, as much as I may think specters are not like in the best place, because in reality they aren't, I think GGG actually does a lot for specters, especially in the way of every single season they make the league specific mobs, which they don't have to do this, but they make them, they typically make them raisable if possible, just so we have more things to play with. They don't have to do it by any means. They can easily just make them unraisable or whatever else. They could easily do that, and there's nothing we can do about it. But they actually, like, all the all flame monsters that they brought from Total, the fact that we can raise all of them, I feel like that is a lot of work to even put into the game to begin with. Now, their AIs are not perfect by any means, and they like have their kinks and all of that, but there's an appeal. Anyways, I plan on using Control Destruction, Minion Damage, Spell Echo, and Early Focus. Let's go Awaken the Early Focus. I don't know why it's just Early Focus. And with these support gems, I think damage-wise they should be fine. I honestly think damage-wise they should be fine. This is the only thing reducing the damage even slightly, and we can always just... we can slap on a... what's it called? Awaken GMP and have less of a downside, but that's always expensive. Like, that's always bloody expensive. But I think if you wanted a bossing minion build, this would be the build to go. This would be the Spectre to go, rather. Because their single target potential is wild, to say the least. Okay. Anyways, I digress. I have digressed the entire stream. Now, back to Chains of Command. Let's go back to gearing up, because we do have currency now. We can actually afford to have a weapon. So first things first, we need to actually sell, like, maybe 2 of the divines, so we get chaoses. Oh, we do have some chaos. I guess we'll sell just 1. I don't know how much you're going for right now. 150. What's the first thing we should get? I think we get a level 21 anime guardian first. Next, we get the sword, which is a Rakiata's dance. Rakiata's dance. We find one with... I want to prioritize the lightning damage, I'll be honest. And the reason I want to prioritize it is... Dorianis is not going to... Actually, it doesn't matter. As long as it's good. This has 318 as a high roll. Okay. I'm gonna go for it. Thank you. Oh, wrong person. It's this one I want. The one from Necro, the second one. It's the same person. Oh god. But this one has increased physical damage, which is good. And I'm not being replied. All right, cool. I hate the fact that this person has like almost all the one divine Rakiata's dance. Like, dude is just corrupting them out. Oh, this is perfect lightning and completely reverse cold. Like, this is the apps, like this is literally perfect in the way of it's 300, which is the lowest amount of cold, and 600, which is the highest amount of lightning. That's wild RNG to get that, I'll be honest. Now, how much do I care about the code? I think the code is important. But without any like sources of reduced elemental resistances, I don't think it matters too much. I'm missing out on 50 of the high end, but then the low end of the code is also really high. That's quite the interesting name, I think. Definitely an interesting name. 45. Definitely interesting. I don't know what these names are, but here's something. So we have the Rakiata's dance. Oh, wait. That was 0.3, right? I didn't... Let me just confirm again. Yeah, 0.3 is 45. All right. I just want to make sure I didn't scam anyone. I'm like, wait, was that 0.2 or 0.3? That was 0.3. All right. So sword is done. Next we get Last time I got early focus because why not? This time I don't care. Now I just get anything that has good stats. So 275, 273. This has 25 chaos res, or go for it. Mask of the Stitched is going for almost 2 divines. Let's get everything else, and if we can still afford it, we'll get a Mask of the Stitch. We need Doriani's. I remember even getting, like, I spent the time to get a corrupted Doriani's that increased max res to everything. Oh shit. You know, I'm just now realizing. I don't think I changed anything here, but let's go here, change of command. I'm just now realizing something pretty important for the anime guardian. Let's see. AG. Yeah. Doriani's might actually be a problem. I forgot about this, but remember, this is probably the reason he died. Doriani's stops your lightning resist from affecting your lightning damage taken, and instead it's armor that affects it. And we don't give him enough armor. That makes sense. So with the amount of armor he had, lightning damage would still be his bane, unless he stacked a lot of armor, and there aren't easy ways to give him armor stacking unless you give him a chest piece that had really high armor. So it's kind of this infinite loop. Okay, that makes sense. So if we're not going to use Doriani's for damage, we obviously can replace this with a doppelganger. We can replace this with a defensive piece. But let's look at offensive pieces. Let's look at explode. Oh my goodness, explode is... Explode is a prefix. If I can get it on a prefix, on a piece of gear that has decent prefixes, like not even life, like actual, like this one has 7% additional PDR. Like this I'm considering because it has 7% additional PDR. I can craft chest piece. Physical damage taken now, so he would then take 16% of physical damage as elemental because he's going to be high elemental capped anyways. And then he's going to have even more explode. So this would help his wave clear a lot. It's a shame that he no longer curses though. I will say that. I would have liked to get I'd have liked to get the corruption on its early weakness. F it, let's do it. Yeah, nothing happened. We got a white socket. I'm thinking something along those lines that gives like just flat PDR, and I can work with that. I'm going to look briefly at other options, but I think that is the safest bet. What if I just buy a Crusader chess piece and then I alt till I get explode? I feel like I can do that. Can I not? Because these are like 100C each, 80C. I can genuinely just buy a good base and alt until I get it. But yeah, I'm not going to. Mostly because of time. I think, yeah, we still have some time to be live. But I don't imagine y'all want to see me alt spamming a piece of armor. But that would definitely save me 100 chaos. Thank you. We're out of chaoses. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. Fun fact, we have a divine here that we can't get. So I'm going to start running some 2 and just some expeditions just so I get that. We need chaoses. That's an F. Yep. It was unfortunate that we didn't get anything, but at the same time, it's like, what are the odds we get anything? Not that high. It's a corruption after all. Oh god. Thank you. Let's try to get this higher, please, and thank you. There's also this, by the way. 8% increase maximum life. But this is the equivalent of just going 10% max life, minion max life. So no. Bruh. There you go. What else? Mask of the Stitch Demon for the helmet. Boots, Legacy of Fury. Let's go for that. So between Legacy of Fury and... No, I want something that has already been identified. I would like increased effect of Scorch above all else, I think. 48. Ten chaos is not bad. Why is global chat on? I'm also looking for a decent chance to explode. So like at least 35 or higher. Ideally 40% to be honest. I see a 38 that is currently AFK, sadly. Hmm. 40C or 25C for 40% chance. I think this version, quote unquote, will have the best shit stain enjoyer. Oh, I think this is a referencing shit stain Steve, potentially. Oh, wrong command. Thank you. And last but not the least, oh god, this is gonna be expensive. Mask of the Stitched. 300, basically 2 divines. What the hell? I could have gone for something more budgets. Points 2 would be 30, I think. So I'm expecting like 30C, give or take. Thank you. Thoughts on Holy Relic? Looks pretty cool. It looks strong, and I think it probably is strong. It's also decently easy to scale, and POB is inaccurate with its numbers. It's a very strong minion build, but that being said, I don't think it's a minion build for me personally. Just because it has a lot of attacking to do to actually proc their damage, and I don't particularly like that. I've also heard people throw around like a, oh god. I don't want nothing happening around me that's gonna spook me. Oh my lord. Okay. Okay. Alt R was popping up G-Force, so I had to use something else. So now there should, in theory, be more explosions and just better wave clear in general. In theory. I think that was a rogue exile too. Okay, let's take this to an actual map. I league started. I'm custom crit DD, so I'm so used to that now. You had to use an attack for custom crit DD. Oh yeah, cast on crit too. Okay. But wouldn't you just typically use like Cyclone for cast on crits? Oh, Lancing still has replaced Cyclone? By the is this Lancing's skill? What am I saying? Lancing still T-Gem. Is that new to this league, or has that always been there? Like, has that been there since the last league, or because I previously, like prior to this league, I hadn't heard about it. Last league, huh? I guess I just wasn't informed. Like, I just didn't know about it. We're going to a T14. Any map called Maze is probably not something I want to fuck around with, so I'm not even going to do. Its layout is probably going to frustrate me. I'm relying on my auras for accuracy right now. All right, that looks fine. So let me just make sure my minions, my Aegis defenses are fine. In theory, it should have a decent chunk of armor. Not the best, not the worst. It has ES coming from here and ES coming from here. From this one, rather. Where it also gets PDR, and I get PDR as well. Let's get some accuracy because it is needed. I'm going to use Convocation a bit more. I probably want to use Elemental Focus instead of Assassin's Mark. Now that we're no longer using a Dorianis. How am I misclicking a lot? Elemental weakness. And the reason early weakness versus conductivity or frostbite is because it does both damage. So the wave clear should be better at this point. And of course I've also switched to Meat Shield to make the AG even more durable. Oh shit, that was big AoE. Okay, I think I'm now getting comfortable, and I know my AG should be fine. I like the wave clear. I see that and then get one shot. I have zero idea what killed me. I think he swiped me or something. You know, sometimes I forget the writing jar is still a life flask. So when I press it and my health went down, I'm like, huh. Oh shit. This is the ring that's decent for leveling up. Like leveling a new character. Orbo scarring. Sure. I swear I hate this boss and it's chaos damage dots. You would think, you know, that dot is actually dangerous for an AG, isn't it? But you would think that being 80% chaos capped or chaos res would stop it from hurting so bad, and you'd be wrong. Plus 10 to all res, so that's 30 all res, and then ooh, 39 all res too. Big. So that's 150 all res total. Well, 49, I guess it's slightly under, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. This I know is used for AG sometimes. Oh wait, this increases the maximum number of summon holy relics. Does the holy relic build use this? Like no, because everything else is trash. But like one extra holy relic though. Probably not worth it though. Probably not worth it at all. All right, let's go for a T16. Let's go for a mausoleum. Our usual. Okay, there's no reflex, there's nothing weird. Corrupt for multiple sockets, socketed multiplier implicit. Do you mean like socketed? Wait, what? Socketed multiplier implicit, like socketed AoE gems +1 level, or what kind of implicits do you have in mind? What corrupted implicit would be good there? Reservation. Okay. I don't see my AG dying in any content anymore. Like I can't picture what would kill it. They mean it with a Dialas for quality. Yeah, not about the Dialas for quality. Huh. I'm kind of thinking, are they that pressed for like auras? I guess they could be. I will say the extra, I can already feel the extra, I can feel the extra explode. I can feel the wave clear. And I think going for accuracy was very needed. That said, I think I can feel the reduction in my single target damage too. Don't scare me like that. I don't think the implicit is needed, but it's best in slot if you hit it. Okay. The fuck hit me? What the hell hit me? I kind of think of what could have killed me there. I like how I'm just walking around and pooping out worms. Kind of funny. So they were cold mages. Why would they have killed me? My res is still good. As far as I can tell, 85, 85. How would they have blown me up that quick? Even if it's 80. Even 80 res is still fine, unless it's physical damage and they don't do physical damage. Ow. My dude does not want to die. Let me go pick up my 4 divines real quick. Let me see the boots again. Yeah. You're very nice. I didn't craft them though. That was dumb. Okay, we ramped up. And that is this character's first T16. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, let's corrupt it and let's see if we get anything good. Nope. Nothing special. We aren't ready for anything too crazy like my main character's juice maps, for example. But we can keep doing arc and go. I wouldn't do less recovery rate of life, not right now. Maybe at the high level, sure. This is fine. I wouldn't do chain either. This is fine. It's reduced damage from crits, which is unideal, but not the end of the world by any means. I still want to do this though. Frag, Scarab. Where is it? You? There we go. You are worth 15 chaoses right now. Using this as well as, let's use this one. And then going for where are they? Where's domination? Orbs of fusions. I don't care about anything else. Chance to evade attack hits would be unideal, but meh. Socketed minions since the golem gets slotted there. Okay, not bad. Give me a second. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. Where were we? The amount of times, you know, before I played this build, I didn't even realize. Oh, you're expensive again. Like 20 chaoses, not bad. You know what I should have done that I forgot? I should have increased the quality of my Rakiata's dance. That would have given them even more base damage. Completely slipped my mind. I also think I'm noticing a slight increase. I feel like I'm noticing a slight increase in the number of like swords that aren't from my AG. Like they're having 5 that were like from the swords themselves. Typically doesn't happen. Yeah, with this, we shouldn't have any issues with... We shouldn't have any issues with accuracy after this. So we basically still want to spam our flask even in a single target scenario, I think, because of fresh meat. And it's nice I can stack negative modifiers on myself and still be fine, mostly because if it's anything like sap, ooh, T17, I'll take it. If it's anything like sap, if it's anything like scorch, yada yada, the only real threat I'm in, so to say, is with fire res. All the other reses are not issues at all. Wasn't that was Ash itself, right? I feel like. Bruh, sometimes I hate the controls of this game. I'm like, get here, get here, get here. My dude is having a seizure trying to get over this pillar. I'm like, oh my goodness. I think that was one of the breach bosses themselves, because like, what is this? PoE2 WASD will save us, hopefully. I'm looking forward. That's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to it, because what was that? I'm like, oh my goodness. Can you not? And it's in maps like these that it's very evident. Did you try WASD in Diablo? I actually haven't. My Diablo experience has mostly been with what's it called? With controller. So I just use controller. But yeah, controller is kind of similar, and it's been smooth sailing since Lord knows when. Because I've been on, I think this is fine. I've been on controller with Diablo for the past 2 seasons. Yeah, that's why I live in Strand. I love Strand. Like I genuinely love Strand. You know something I thought about? I thought about having a bottled fate swap during mapping. We have AoE mods here. Yeah, we do. Because right now I don't need the writing jar, so it would actually make, I'm sorry, what? All these places I'm dying, by the way, the reason I'm dying is because I have a very low health pool. Oh, I see. You have steroids. What? Zoom zoom. I have a mage blood. I have a pseudo mage blood. Oh shit. Now, if only I got this when I was actually trying to do breach, that would have been awesome. Loki is kind of hard to control. I'm about to be slow again, like a pleb. I was gonna say at this point, just the 2.5 is holding you back. Let's make sure our AG is not in any danger. What do you mean? Can we kill it? Nope, we cannot. I guess the damage from the vortex killed me, if I had to guess. Either that or I must have had a dot, which I don't think I had. Uh-oh, what the hell? Didn't I clear here? Wasn't this something I did? Oh yeah, the 2.5k health. Yeah, I think that's what's holding me back 100%, because my res is fine. My res is like 80. I have 85 max res chaos when I'm fighting and actively leeching, and then fire is 85 too, and there's nothing reducing these values. Now, granted, I don't have any block whatsoever, so that is also holding me back, so to say. And I'm still using this placeholder ring, which I should replace eventually, but I haven't. I'm bleeding. So yeah, I think 100% nothing beats having a Void Forge. Again? I mean, if you want to drop some more, I'm more than fine to open it. I have no idea why I wasn't moving there. Is this the map of triple chest openings? I don't think, like, prior to this map, I can't remember the last time I had a chest open 3 times. I will say I love how cool that big circle the Harbinger summon is. Like, okay, it didn't open it 3rd time. I don't think it was 2. I like how this molten orb has just been spinning around in circles with me. Poison, bleed, you name it, I'm currently eating it. Do I want to give them increased AoE? I think I do. I think giving them increased AoE makes sense because my Guardian is gonna have increased explosion radius, and my regular minions are just going to hit, like, splash to more targets. But that said, I don't think anything beats a Void Forge for this build. I think the upper end is 100% a Void Forge, and there's no contest. I can't think of a single weapon that even comes close. And the sad part about that is, as of the last time I checked trade, there was no Void Forge / only one Void Forge. Oh, now there are some. Ooh. Back then I searched and there was just nothing. I guess some people are selling for 50 div off and they're offline. But yeah. So there are Void Forges, which is good, I guess. Only 16 though. Only 16 total Void Forges is wild to me. Let's just do some random map. It's been a while since I did any map that wasn't either of those 2 maps. Effect of auras. I no longer need. This is a very, very, very spicy map, but I will do it because it has no reflects. It has hinder, which will be on the annoying side, but it's fine. Once orb of scarring. That's fine. Go push to the Ubers and they go push further away. Yes. No, I get why. It's just it was fascinating, I guess, to see. One strength about this build I didn't even think about before I started was that I forgot that Leech would always be active with this build. And because Leech is always active, you have insane regen. Like the moment you take damage, your Leech is already at its full capacity. There was shocked ground there, I think. That was part of why I died, I think. Unless I have Tempest Shield though, so maybe not. Overwhelm face damage reduction, maybe that's why. It's literally the consequences of my own actions by picking the altar I picked. Like, hello, the consequences of my actions. I have been expecting you. Ow. Like I said, spice him up. I feel so squishy. Like, I know it's not that bad, but like, damn, I'm dying a lot. Oh, there's a rogue exile here. That's partly why. You know something that's also been low-key pog? My helmet always eating corpses. That alongside my offering make it so that detonation I guess strongbox is not too big of a deal. Like, it still is, but not nearly as big of a deal as it could be. And you know something else I'm just now realizing as I run this map? Wither is a very dangerous debuff for me, because I convert a lot of the elemental damage I take to chaos damage. And because I convert a lot of it to chaos damage, by getting withered stacks that make me take increased chaos damage, yeah, that's very dangerous. So like this map mode right here is withered on hit. It's very dangerous. I'll say that much. I like how I'm actually still figuring stuff out as I play the build. But I don't know that it's dangerous enough to where you just would straight up not run withered maps. I don't think it is dangerous to that point, you know, but I do think it is very dangerous. Nah, you just take the L sometimes. Yeah, it is the way it is. That's just the way it is. Okay. Let's not. Oh, okay. That's free. Hold on lightning res. That's free. I like how I'm reading the downsides like a book. Just to make sure I don't screw myself over even more. I think multi-strike is also much better than rootless, but the problem with multi-strike is it locks them in place and I don't like that. Oh, surprising, but we completed the map with not many more deaths. I think this character is also leveling up pretty chill. What else do I need from this tree? So in terms of upgrades I need to get, or things that are hindering my current character, getting an Onetals, big. Getting an actual bone ring here with minion AS and damage, big. Replacing this one or just crafting minion damage on this one with harvest, big. If I want to do that, that is. I don't know how I'm gonna get. I think I just bound fossil until I hit chaos res and minion damage. That might honestly be the way to craft this one. But like same thing for this one, just basically duplicate of this ring, but with chaos res, that would be good. If it can have dexterity, amazing. If it doesn't, oh well, you know. This is fine. I do like. I find this very interesting, right? That this is a unique belt that has an influence. Like this is a shaper unique. There aren't many uniques like that. I know Void Forge is one of them. I think Void Forge is one of them, like, right? You see the whole space background and everything. Part of what makes it cool. But yeah, there aren't many uniques like that. The wand is fine because the most important stat is minion damage. We don't need levels. We would have loved critical strike chance, but seeing as we got double minion deal damage, I can't complain. I really can't complain, especially when paired with critical strike multi. I'll take it. Like, beggars can't be choosers in that regard. I also still need to get the multis from here. So if I do decide I need more damage, this is 100% where I go to get it. 100%. So we still have many points to allocate. We still have many points to allocate. We'll have to see how it goes. Drop this. But yeah, I think this is a good point to end the stream. I will be back on, I want to say Saturday, because I might take tomorrow as a resting day, seeing as I've been grinding a lot in terms of content and everything. So I'm thinking of using tomorrow as a breather. That being said, I still might stream, but odds are I'm going to take it as a breather and just rest. Then I'll be back on Saturday. Was a pleasure. Thank you. I'm going to be back on Saturday for the longer stream by 2 p.m. The Saturday stream is typically longer than the weekday stream. So like it's typically 4 to 6 hours, depending on how I feel. But that one I'm looking forward to. I don't know what we're going to do. It could be more of this, chains of command. It could honestly be me trying to explore the cremation, because I really think it has potential. I really think that the Ravagers have potential. I just need to make some currency, because like I am dry on currency. I need to make currency, so I need to actually farm. And once I make my currency, I need to actually swap the gems out to fire. Try to get that character to where it uses fire gems, fire supports. Maybe I'll try out immolate. I don't know. It's gonna be a whole process, but it should be fun. But anyways, it could be either one of these two things I'm doing on Saturday. But either way, it's gonna be a good time. So I'm gonna see you guys then. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you guys, and good night.